Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I am Mefa Alya, and this is my presentation about the application of Bibit. First, let's see about financial technology. So, financial technology or fintech is used to describe a new tech that seeks to improve and automate the delivery and use of financial services. Fintech describe a variety of financial activities such as money transfers, depositing a check with your smartphone, or managing your investment, generally without the assistance of a person. Okay, now I'm sure you guys must have heard about GoPay, OVO, or Dana. In the last 2 years, all of these names have made news for raising funding or foraying into new partnerships. But scraping the surface and taking a deeper look into the fintech ecosystem in the country, we learned that there are a great number of fintech companies operating under the media radar. Bibit is one example of them. To put it simply, Bibit is a platform created for investors to invest in mutual fund. Now, what is a mutual fund? A mutual fund is a type of financial vehicle made up of a pool of money collected from many investors to invest in securities like stocks, bonds, money market instruments, and other assets. Mutual funds are operated by a professional money managers who allocate the fund's assets and attempt to produce capital gains or income for the investors. Mutual funds give small or individual investors access to professionally managed portfolios of equities, bonds, and other securities. And Bibit is an online platform created for investors to invest in mutual fund. And how about the traditional way? So, investing in mutual funds in the conventional way by going to the bank will require the investor to go to the bank, open an account, then arrange the investment in the bank. Investor can also arrange an auto investment. So, every month, the bank will automatically charge their account in exchange of mutual funds. Then, if the period of auto invest is over, they must return to the bank to re-register the auto investment. And this sounds kind of complicated, which does. So Bibit made all of this a lot easier. Bibit is an online mutual fund supermarket. That means Bibit acts as an agent that helps to sell mutual fund products from the investment manager. Thus, all mutual fund products contained in Bibit, whether equity funds, fixed income, or financial markets, are not Bibit's mutual fund products, but it belongs to certain investment managers who have collaborated with them. In Bibit, they do it all online, from registering to investing, without once interacting face to face with other people. And the next is the key features of this application. And comes with the latest investment technology, Bibit have many features that are very suitable for mutual fund investors, especially for beginners. For starter, Bibit application is very easy to use with an attractive appearance. Bibit has a good user interface. A good user interface makes it easy for the investor in operating the application. Bibit also offers free online mutual fund consultations with experts. There is a dedicated section on the application for the investors to chat online with the expert. Sometimes, even the founder of Bibit will also discuss with the investors. And when it goes down to the payment in Bibit is easy as Bibit is the only mutual fund marketplace to have an option of payment with GoPay and also with other methods. And lastly, Bibit has a Sharia mutual fund profile option that the investor can choose. And not forget to mention, the main key features in Bibit is the use of the principle of modern portfolio theory in designing the portfolio of each investors. Oh, okay, you might be wondering what is a portfolio. So, a portfolio is a collection of securities, namely securities such as stocks, bonds, deposits, and others, where mutual funds place investments and represent their wealth. And everyone has a different preference in this. So, Bibit used the principle of modern portfolio theory in designing the portfolio of each investor. I will explain this more later when I try to set up the account. Okay, so I will give you guys a sneak peek of Bibit application. So this application is available on mobile phone, Android and iOS, and it's free. On Bibit, we as investors can adjust our portfolio as we want it to, depends of the rate of risk that we determine by ourselves. I mentioned this before in the key features, where Bibit use modern portfolio theory in designing the portfolio of each investor. So, this modern portfolio theory approach introduced by economist Harry Markowitz, and it has been proven to be able to safeguard risk and maximize your profit. So Bibit will make a portfolio automatically by adjusting our age, income level, and risk profile. And what is a risk profile? Risk profile is a picture of the level of risk that investors are able to bear in investing in mutual funds. And here we can see some of the benefits in Bibit, which are free commission fees, and it only costs 0 rupiah for all mutual fund purchases in Bibit. And we can liquidate our investments anytime without penalty. And it has minimal investment fund. We can start with only 10,000 rupiah first until we are comfortable investing. And the most important, it is free of tax. And Bibit also uses the bank custodian that have been managed and licensed to OJK, so you don't have to worry about the security of your fund. And move on to the application. When you open it for the first time, here is how it looks. And here we have the option of register and login. And of course, if you don't have an account yet, press on the register. And here we can see that we have to type our date of birth, and then our marital status, our income per month, our total value of wealth, and then other questions. And the answer of this will be useful for the application to make our profile and then manage our portfolio. And here, as you can see, it is said that my risk profile is a moderate investors. And they give me a suggestion for the kind of mutual funds I should buy, which are 10% for pasar uang, 53% of obligasi, and 37% of saham. And as you can see below that, there is also a simulation where if we press that, and then we will get to know how much money will we invest in a year, 2 years, or 3 years, even 10 years and above. And next, as you can see, we were asked to enter our mobile phone number. And if we click lanjutkan, it will send us a verification code. And we have to enter those as well. And then the next is to input your email, your education, your annual income, your income source, and your bank account information. And then scrolling down, you will be asked to enter your ID card picture and your selfie with the ID card itself. And you will be asked to enter your signature. And then if you click daftar, and then voila, we have completed the second step, which is registrasi. And for it to be finished, and this verification step is where we verify our email, our phone numbers, and something like that. And then for it to be finished, selesai, it took about a day for the application to confirm our identity. Okay, so let's say that you have completed all the registration process. And here is how it looks like on the main page of your application. And you can see here rekomendasi robo kamu, and then there is this green button, investasi sekarang. And if you click on that, you will be asked to put in amount of money you want to invest today. And let's say I put in 1 million. And then it suggests me the kind of mutual fund I should buy. And this is matched with the risk profile they made before. And if you click on bayar sekarang, you will be asked to choose the type of payment you want to, and then it's done. And if you don't really agree on their suggestion of mutual fund you should buy, you could be a little bit more adventurous by choosing the type of mutual fund yourself. And here you can see there are 4 types of it. And once you click that, you will see a full list of your kind of mutual fund you want to buy. And here is on one section of the application, you can see their key features of the application, which is a free online consultations with experts. And once you open it, you just type in what you want to ask and then just click send. Okay, so maybe that is all for setting up an account and buy an investment. And the next I want to told you is several weaknesses of the application. And as great as the application sound, it sure does have several weaknesses. First, as the application is relatively new, it just been established in 2019, the fund options are quite limited comparing to its competitors. And other weaknesses found is on the registration step. I experienced it myself, and this is the step where they ask you to put in your ID card picture and ID card with your selfie. So the weakness I found is that we have to take a picture directly from the application. And here is the thing. We usually already copy our picture of ID card in our gallery, right? So we just have to click on that on gallery and enter that on the Bibit application. But here we have to straight up take a picture on the application. So it's a little bit unpractical, but it's not that big of a problem. Okay, so after all of my explanation and a mini tutorial how to set up an account, at the end of the day, it's all on you. What matters is that you try to invest first. And Bibit is the right choice for those who has just begun investing. Okay, I think it's all for me. I am so sorry for all my mistakes, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I would like to answer that. And thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.